Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Liana. Today I'm going to do a head-to-head wear test on a few mascaras that I've purchased recently. The first is this Annabelle BigShow Electro mascara, which I did briefly show you in my Annabelle makeup review. This one says that it has max volume and about mid-range length. It says it's going to have root to tip electric volume, lashes look up to 20 times the volume, mega volumizing hourglass brush. Hourglass, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Intensifies the lashes and gives a maximal volume without clumps from the very first coat. Boosting volume formula enriched with carnauba extract for a softening effect on lashes versus bare lashes. Hourglass brush reminded me of this one. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. 19,444% more volume. Wow. 100% saw dramatic volume. 100% saw longer lashes. 90% saw a dramatic look with one coat. Our hourglass-shaped brush was designed after discovering the bust-to-waist-hip ratio of an iconic silver screen blonde bombshell, held secret to the perfect brush silhouette that separates coats and curls each lash to voluptuous perfection. One coat of the carbon black collagen-fueled formula and lashes are full defined and stretched to unbelievable lengths. This is a very popular mascara. As soon as I saw the BigShow Electro online, the brush immediately reminded me of this. Even though I've never tried Better Than Sex, I know that it's a very popular mascara and I have seen the brush numerous times online. And there are dupes from the mascara. Specifically, I'm thinking of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Mascara. That's not cruelty-free though, and I can't think of too many cruelty-free mascaras that looked similar to this one, and I thought, why not try the Annabelle one and see if they're at all similar. So I did only buy the mini. I figured that would be a good place to start. So here's what the outside packaging looks like for the Too Faced one and the Annabelle one. So obviously they're very different. And let's have a look at the wands. So this is the Too Faced one, and there is some extra mascara at the tip there. This is very similar. This is the Annabelle wand. Not as much mascara at the tip, but they look incredibly similar. The only thing is this Too Faced one might be a natural bristle wand and this one might be rubber bristle. So that might have an effect on how they perform. So I'm going to do the left eye with this Too Faced one. I'm going to wipe off the excess mascara and see how this goes. Okay, this is a very dry mascara. Feels like I'm not putting anything on my lashes. I wasn't aware of that. This is why you buy the mini, because I'm not sure I like this. I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm going to dip back in. It's getting so much on the tip. There's definitely something on the wand if I rub it on my finger there. Normally I wouldn't dip back in so soon, but I just feel like I'm not doing anything. And I'm noticing that the wand is quite scratchy. I feel like I'm irritating the inner rim of my eye. Like it actually kind of hurts, which doesn't happen often with mascara for me, so I mean, it definitely did something. My lashes look quite nice, but mascara should never be uncomfortable. and it does feel a little uncomfortable to apply. So that's one. I would still label that as one coat even though I dipped in once, because I didn't wait for it to dry and then go in again. And I do like the way that that looks. I do have problems with the outer lashes kind of straightening out on me lately, but I haven't found an eyelash curler yet that works for my eye shape. So you can see that the Annabelle mascara does still have the problem with mascara gooping up at the tips. So again, I'll just wipe that off. And this is definitely a little bit more of a wet formula versus the Too Faced Better Than Sex, which feels more dry. I can feel that this is wetter. You can probably see that it's wetter just from me applying it. It's also not hurting me though. There's something about the Too Faced brush that irritated my eye, like was really kind of scrubbing at my inner rim. So here's the thing though, because one is quite dry and one is quite wet, they don't look anything alike. This looks very natural and fluffy. This is a lot more dramatic, I would say. It looks blacker. They look longer, but they don't look nearly as natural. They look a little bit, they don't look fluffy, you know? This side looks fluffy. This side definitely doesn't. Now, which side do I like? I like that this side is longer. I like that this side is darker, but I like that this side looks fluffy. But I don't like that this side kind of hurt and scratched to apply. So there are some pluses and some minuses to both of these. What I'm going to be looking for is whether or not either of these smudge, because I am prone to smudging underneath my eyes. That tends to happen more with the slippery formulas, the wet formulas. So I'm going to be checking more on this side, which is the wet formula from Annabelle, versus the dry side here, but you never know. It could happen with either of them. So we're really going to have to wait and see. I figured it would be a good idea to zoom you guys in so you could see the eyes up close. So this is the Annabelle mascara. And this is the Too Faced mascara. That's what they look like right now. Let me know which side you're preferring at this point. And I'll see you towards the end of the day to see what happens with both of these. So I've been wearing this mascara for about 7 hours. And, well, I have some thoughts. I do have a little bit of flaking on each side. However, the Annabelle side is worse. It's not smudged, but it's flaked. This side is flaked a little bit, but this side is flaked noticeably more. In terms of how they look, they both, I mean, my eyelashes are somewhat curled to begin with. I feel like the outer edges where I have issues, these lashes have curled a little bit more than these ones. As I stated earlier, these ones are fluffier, these ones are definitely longer. Did it transfer anywhere on my lid? No. Neither of them did. This one, the Too Faced one, feels crunchier, you know what I mean? When you feel your lashes, it feels more like there's mascara there versus the Annabelle one. When I touch my lashes, not as much. Of course, there was the issue with the brush feeling like it was scraping here, so that's an automatic negative for me. Because as I said, mascara should never hurt. I'm going to zoom you in again so you can take a look. So, Too Faced, Annabelle, I do have flaking, a little bit of flaking under here. Neither side is bad. It's just I have less on this side than I do for the Annabelle side. Hopefully that translates on camera. It's definitely not bad though. Neither of these claim to be waterproof. So if either side, you know what? I'm going to try putting an eye drop in each eye and I just want to see something. I brought eye drops. I'm literally going to put one in each eye. I'm very curious. So this is probably going to weird some of you out, but yeah, definitely the Annabelle side is not holding up as well as the Too Faced side. I'll zoom you back in again. I feel like I got a little bit more flaking again after doing that, which tells me that this would definitely hold up better if you happen to cry a little bit, if your eyes were watering due to allergies, which mine do, or if you happen to be caught out in the rain and you didn't have an umbrella, etc. This one is probably going to have more damage than this one. That said, neither of them look horrible. They haven't actually smudged horribly on me, which I always get smudges under my eyes. It's flaking this time, which is interesting because that usually does not happen. But I would say that both sides have worn well. They're just different. They're not, I wouldn't call these dupes. If you want something with a similar wand, then yes, I would say the Annabelle wand is definitely similar. It's got the exact shape, but it is rubber, whereas the Too Faced one is natural. And it comes down to preference in terms of that. Also, the Annabelle formula is very wet. Too Faced one is very dry. Which would you prefer? I usually prefer natural bristle wands. However, I have become a fan of Annabelle's rubber bristle wands, so there's that. For instance, you've known, if you've watched my channel, that I really like their Blast Off mascara, which is a rubber bristle wand, and it's better than the Benefit Roller Lash, which I had a sample of years ago. They tend to dupe popular mascaras, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, this has been interesting because I thought that maybe I'd found a dupe. I don't think I have. I've found a separate mascara that happens to look similar. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's up to you what you want. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So I post Mondays and Fridays here on my channel, usually around 2 to 3 p.m. And that's it for today. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.